One, two, 1, 2. Make sure I'm sounding crispy and all that. You know what I'm saying? Um, I'm about to cook. You know how it is. Council Roundtable, B. Episode 45. You already see the title. Always cooking. What you mean? Always. When you see the title, um, this dude CM Punk, as y'all know, he came back. He came back. Hold on. I'm about to drop the link early. Drop that link early. Because whoever want to pull up, they can pull up. You know how I give it up. They go to that link. Now, I got a couple of topics on this show here. You know what I'm saying? First and foremost, like I said, you see this dude, CM Punk, he back. And yeah, he had somewhat people cheering, yeah, everybody all happy and all that. But man, look, I think it's about that time for CM Punk to start looking towards retirement. My dude, the crypt keeper over here.
I'm gonna let you say what you have to say about CM Punk, and I'm gonna jump. I'm gonna give my two thoughts about that.
All right. You know what I'm saying? This dude had a hell of a run. Started at ECW, won the ECW title. You know what I'm saying? They transitioned to Monday Night Raw. This over there, cashing Money in the Bank, won the World Heavyweight title. Created the Straight Edge Society, made new stars out of Straight Edge Society. When it comes to Gallows and when it comes to Serena Deeb, the whole Summer of Punk, even though it was somewhat tarnished because of this dude, Daddy Cool and Triple H. So neither here nor there. At the end of the day, long story short, you proved your point, my dude. You won like every single title. Like, did he even? I think the only title he hasn't won was a NJPW title or whatever the case may be. I don't know if he won one of the Japanese heavyweight title,
Oh, the
but other than that,
IWPG title.
he won that. Did he win that title
No,
before?
no, no. The
Okay,
only the only wrestler to be known to win every title of every company, with the exception, no, it's Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle won the WWE Championship. He
okay,
won the IWPG title, even
right.
though even though that was something that Brock said, I ain't gonna drop the title to nobody but Kurt Angle. He won the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. He won
Right.
the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. Uh, the Big Gold Belt
Yep, he won that also.
and every mid card title. So Kurt Angle is the only one that got that this prestige. Now CM Punk, great worker. He knows his shit. Can
Big
carry a
influence,
wrestler.
big influence in the game. Remember that whole pipe bomb promo brought everybody back.
But his ego is what tarnished him. His
Right, right.
ego, his ego is what got him out of WWE And what was he out? What was he out of action for 7 years?
Just about, yeah.
7 years. And everybody's saying, "Oh, it's Vince McMahon, it's Triple H." But have you noticed something? I think the only reason why CM Punk left WWE was they tell him what to do and what not to do. And sometimes telling him what not to do helps you in the long run. No, he wants to do whatever he wants to do. So he goes to AEW. AEW, Tony Khan has no balls.
But
He
hold
don't
on,
t-
hold on. Let's rewind that. Like, yeah, CM Punk can be somewhat of a rebel. I'll definitely understand that. I hear
now,
what you're saying, but
now
let's really be
now
real now. Hold on. Let's really be real. This dude was burnt out for doing constant favors for Vince. You know what I'm saying? Let's not gloss over that.
no, I'm not going at that. I'm talking about his rebelness is his own destruction. Cost him 7 years, and then he goes to AEW. And what does he do? Tony Khan lets him do whatever he wants. And I'm looking at him like, dude, you're the top company guy. Why the fuck are you jumping into the crowd? He couldn't have gotten away with
Now,
that if
the first time, cool. Him doing the mosh pit the first time coming back, that's warranted. But when he started doing that shit like every single week, he did like 3 weeks in a row. Like, yo, my dude, now
yeah.
you getting it.
And Tony Khan ain't gonna say nothing about it because I think he's a punk.
He's a fucking mark. He's a fanboy.
Yeah. And
He's
what
not
and
thinking. And I'm not gonna lie. Granted, if any one of us was Tony Khan, we just had all that money and we could just make our own federation. We may do some fanboy mark shit also.
yeah, but if I have my top guy who just won the title, I'm gonna tell him tread lightly. Don't do shit that is not gonna benefit us. And him jumping into the crowd, his first night as champion. What's he do? He's 40 something years old. You're not in your 20s. Breaks his foot. I'm sorry. At his age, you more injury prone than ever.
Mm.
And now,
I agree.
what happened? AEW started losing some steam. People are already turning on Jay Cargill and the other wrestlers.
Yeah, I
Now,
never heard
now
about
look.
anybody turning on Jake Hogan.
Oh man, people say she can't wrestle.
This isn't about any fuck. This isn't about Brock Lesnar. Look at him now, please.
Oh
This
no,
shit don't mean nothing.
Brock Lesnar was he was an amazing wrestler when he was young.
I'm talking about when he came with that whole Suplex City shit.
Yeah, because
Pe-
I look
People
at
were
it like
saying
this.
that in the crowd.
Yeah, you know what? Brock Lesnar, I think he came to reality. He's like, look, I ain't 20. I'm not in my 20s no more. I'm not 30 no more. I'm 40, but I'm still a powerhouse. I can still make impact moves. So, German suplex they ass. Yeah, it's boring, but I don't expect much from Brock Lesnar. Um, Now, here's the problem.
What?
AEW got a lot of work, and they need to get their shit together. Because if you just watch SmackDown and saw what uh, Gunther and Shinsuke Nakamura did last tonight, they're bringing the heat and they're slowly coming back.
And this is what we've been waiting for a long time when it comes to Nakamura. You know what I think? I think they should team up. I think they should have like a nice little Mongolian Russian stable.
Who?
Nakamura, this dude, Gunther, like a mixture between them and Imperium.
Nah, I don't know if that will work.
Why not? Because think of it like this. Um, well, you might be right because there can only be one dominant stable on SmackDown. That's the Bloodline.
Oh, that's about to end.
That
Um,
shit ain't happening no time soon. They're making a lot of money off that bloodline shit.
uh,
And that's not gonna end no time soon. Like, if anything, if they're smart, what I mean, book this dude Roman Reigns in a weakened state, but just have what I mean, still have him to the point where he's still marketable.
well, I tell
Eh,
you this. Don't be surprised if I told you so. But Snapchat kind of gave up already the results of who is planning to face Roman Reigns for the title. They are planning Karrion Cross to challenge him at Survivor Series. What does that mean? That means Drew is probably going to end up losing in his own home country.
and they shouldn't do that. I think I think Drew McIntyre should win, but only win one of the belts. And they should have been planting the seeds for that when it comes to him being a double champion.
You know what?
You know what I'm saying? You can't
I
you can't just be like, okay, we're gonna, keep both of the heavyweight titles as one. It
I
was
think
only
they're
good
gonna.
for that particular storyline when it came to Roman Reigns and Brock. It
I
was
think
good
they're
for that
trying to.
storyline. Hold on, wait. It's good for that storyline. Cool. You know what I'm saying? They was going back and forth with their war to the point where they calibrated the heavyweight championships. Whatever. Now it's time to separate them again. That storyline is over.
I don't think they're gonna separate. I don't think they're gonna make a new title and get rid of. I think they're gonna get rid of the Universal title,
Mm.
or I think they may retire the WWE title. Just think about it. Everything is this damn universe shit.
Nah, actually, if you listen here and there, Triple H is trying to banish that whole WWE Universe moniker. He's trying to get away from that nonsense and get back to the WWE fans. So what may have you, not the WWE Universe. Speaking of that, I heard rumors out there that Triple H wants Raw to be 2 hours again. Have you did you know anything about that rumor?
Um, I think a lot of it is they're gonna propose it to USA, and USA is probably gonna work accordingly. But like, all right, if we give you 2 hours, you got to give us some time for us to find something to slot at that 11 o'clock. No, at that 10 o'clock.
Mm.
Or or they can really do is this. You want to make an impact? Go back to Monday Night Raw, how Monday Night Raw used to be, 9 o'clock p.m. prime time,
Makes
nine
sense,
to
yeah.
11.
No, as a matter of fact, no. I won't even do that because things is a little different nowadays. I would have them go from 8 to 10 because people got to get up and go to work and all that shit. Especially
Well,
when it comes to how the product is nowadays. They're just
they're
now
not.
starting to heal the wound. They're not at that. They're not at that stage yet where a motherfucker will stay up late and be like, I'm gonna stay up late. I'm gonna stay up later because I know Raw's gonna be good. That's not gonna happen.
I'm not sure if they want to go up against Monday Night Football.
They've been going against Monday Night Football ever since they showed up. What do you mean?
No, remember at one point, it used to be like Monday Night Football, 8 o'clock, Monday Night Raw,
You
9 to
breaking up.
11.
You breaking up.
Uh
You
oh.
breaking up real quick.
Uh oh.
It's all good. When you just hit me back when you get in the crib. Cause you
There
about to
we
go in the
go.
elevator, right?
Nah, I had to
Oh,
switch up. Got me some Wi-Fi.
there you go.
Uh,
Okay.
where's everybody else? I don't want to be the only talking point here.
Motherfucker, I'm talking to. What you mean?
And I'm talking about other people. You're the host. You're supposed to be on the show. Um, I don't
So
know,
yeah,
but
this go ahead.
yeah, I don't know. Maybe they might do the 8 to 10. You're thinking about, you might be right. That
Yeah,
9 to 11 might be too late, but
yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? They should just, especially if they go on a new path, 8 to 10. And like I said, WWE
so
is known for being trash from before. So motherfuckers ain't gonna be, trying to stay up late or extra hour later to watch a product that they're not guaranteed, what I mean, to get entertained off of.
yeah, and you know what? I think now that you're not seeing wrestlers popping up on both shows now, the roster's getting full. I know what's gonna happen. They're gonna start competing against each other like how Raw and SmackDown used to be. How they used to have one locker room say, "We're gonna be the dominant TV show on the week," and Raw said, "We're gonna be the dominant TV show on the week." So it looks like WWE is starting to hit its stride, and it looks like they're trying to finish strong because I'm gonna call this physical year 4.
Mm-hmm.
So they want
You
to
said
finish the
physical
year
year
off
for
strong. Yeah, physical year
what?
4 is usually September through December,
Mm.
and I know Vince McMahon is over there going ape shit. I think this is gonna be the first Thanksgiving that Triple H and Stephanie is not gonna be invited to their house.
Shit. Who knows? They probably
All
wasn't
right,
invited from before, other years.
talk about the show. You know I'm not a big fan of Hit Row, but you know what? I'm gonna give them a
Yeah,
chance.
that's what I wanted to ask.
I
That's what
can't
I wanted.
stand Top Dollar. I'm sorry, he's garbage.
So they did they show up?
Out of nowhere. And he was
See,
like,
here's
you
the
know
thing.
what? You know what?
Here,
I
go
give
ahead.
him a
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I give him a shot because at least Hit Row got someone nice to look at in BFAB. What's up with WWE picking up all these chocolate women all of a sudden?
Because they know where the money's at. That's one thing about WWE. They know how to make their money.
And it ain't like it's these ugly women. They really got some decent looking women on the show. Even though I think some women they need to get rid of, like that fake imitation of Chung Li. I can't get with Xia Li.
She never got a chance.
Yeah, but it's too late now. I just think that
It's
kung
too late.
fu
She never got a chance.
it's
That's
too
the
late.
thing
Like
that that's the thing that
that kung
motherfuckers was talking about from before with Xia Li. It's like,
yeah, but that kung fu
how could you?
posing, I don't want to see that. Just get in the ring and wrestle. But
She could have been, Katana from Mortal Kombat.
uh, yeah.
But the thing I wanted to say is this, right? Is it getting to the point now, or maybe it may get to the point where Triple H is playing tit for tat, like, this dude, Vince McMahon, fired all his babies, got rid of them, kicked them out the WWE universe, and now Triple H is back in charge. He's gonna bring them all back little by little every single week.
I don't think it's tit for tat. I believe that I think Vince gave him. You know what? I'm not going to say Vince and Triple H don't get along. They are father-in-law, and I will say that
That
Vince
shit don't mean
probably
nothing.
no, I will say Vince probably spoke to Triple H, and Triple H was like, "Hey, I want you in charge, and I will give you the blessing." And I think a lot of the times when the people got cut, it wasn't really Vince that was cutting them. It was Bruce Pritchard and and Kevin Dunn. And whatever Bruce Pritchard tells Vince McMahon gonna be like, all right, I agree with you. We're gonna cut these people. And John Laurinaitis, they so out of touch. And I think there's
So
some
would you say,
stars.
all right, so now that you say that, would you say that, all right, for instance, this official man would send um Kevin Dunn and Laurinaitis, whatever, on a scout mission to go to the Indies or go to NXT or whatever to scout some new talent. And they just mark off people that they don't like. Only them. This dude Kevin Dunn and this dude Laurinaitis. They mark off people that they don't like. And they give it to Vince. So you mean to tell me Vince won't even at least check the people that they don't like to see if he likes them? He just take their word for it and be like, oh, well, fuck it. They don't like them. I don't like them either. I don't know what they look like. I don't know if they're black or white, Spanish. I don't know. Get rid of them. Can he do a drop kick from off the ceiling? I don't care.
You can tell who was handpicked by Vince and he gave his blessings on. One was Sasha Banks. Bailey was another one. Kevin Owens. Vince, for some reason, likes Shinsuke Nakamura. He likes
What
Sami
you mean for
Zayn.
some reason? Yo, Shinsuke is a rock star, B.
He got
They
to. He
they
need.
fucked him up big time.
He gotta learn some. He gotta learn better English. That's holding him back.
No, he don't.
Yes,
Fuck
he
out of here.
do.
He doesn't learn no damn English.
He
Fuck out of here.
do.
No, he don't.
If you're gonna be the major champion, you gotta be able to talk.
Oh, please. We had a few major champions that was from America and can't speak proper English. So what's going on, my dude?
He speaks better than
Yeah,
Shinsuke Nakamura.
yeah. I'm just in disbelief. Triple H actually hired bum ass Hit Row. What a fucking joke.
They're not hit row.
Obviously, they're
How
not.
can you how can you bring these motherfuckers through without swerve? And that's
That's what
why
I'm
I asked
saying.
this question. I asked this question right before you came up, Toe. Do you think Triple H is now is getting to the point, little by little, it may get to the point where he's playing tit for tat for Vince McMahon? Because what was the point of bringing Hit Row
That's why.
without swerve?
Well, that's what I said when
They
I
don't have a
in the
tag
group.
team division.
Well, that's true. They do. They don't have tag teams. That's true. But that's why I said I left the message and he told me to pull up. I said, well, at least Triple H is bringing back a lot of people that were unjustly fired. But half these people that he bringing back, like, I'm sorry, like they weren't it. They weren't moving any numbers on NXT. They weren't moving any. Like, I'm not even trying to be an asshole. Like, I was on YouTube the other day, and I don't agree with everything Dave Meltzer says. Most of the time, Meltzer's just talking out of his ass. But he was talking about Karrion Kross, and he just said that Kross doesn't have it, and people were shitting all over Meltzer. And I was like, bro, he's not wrong, because everyone is like, oh man, Karrion Kross is gonna be a monster. He's gonna be a monster. He's gonna be a monster. And it's like, well, where the fuck were all these Kross supporters when he was in NXT? Because y'all niggas weren't fucking watching. I'm not calling y'all out in particular. I'm just saying,
No,
like,
no,
they weren't watching.
man, talk your shit. Go ahead, Toe.
They
Talk
weren't.
your
They weren't.
shit.
They weren't. They weren't watching. So all
Cross.
these people talk. All these people talking about, oh man, Kross is a beast. He's a beast. It's like y'all motherfuckers weren't watching when he was NXT champion. Y'all weren't watching Dexter Loomis. Y'all weren't watching Io Shirai. Y'all were watching AEW. That's what y'all chose. Now all of a sudden you're gonna act like you fans of them. Like if you a fan and you always a fan, that's cool. I ain't talking to you. But don't be a
And I
bad. Don't be a,
always fuck with Killer Cross. That's the thing. I always fuck with Killer Cross.
right.
Always
Yeah,
thought Killer
I
Cross
remember.
is
I remember you were posting. I remember you were posting about it back then. So I know you are at least the real fan. But I
yeah.
go on
I fucks with
Twitter.
Killer Cross.
Right. I go on Twitter, I go on Facebook, on Instagram, and I'm seeing all these fake fans talking about, oh, they're looking for the Killer Cross. Like, y'all motherfuckers ain't looking forward to him. You're just fucking with them now because Triple H is in charge, and you're pretending like you were a fan of NXT, but like y'all weren't fucking with him, because if you were fucking with
Bandwagon
him,
riders.
right, because if they were fucking with him, then they would have watched when he was in NXT, but they weren't watching NXT, they were watching AEW. So that's my issue with fans is that a lot of fans are dick riders and they're acting like they know shit when they don't really fucking know a goddamn thing. At least be honest. I'll respect your opinion if you're fucking honest. You know what I'm saying? When Okada or whoever or some New Japan person shows up in AEW, don't act like you know who they are. If you always knew who they were, then go ahead, fuck with them. But if you don't know who they are, just be fucking honest. Now Shayna Baszler, I see her fucking up Liv Morgan. Everyone's like, oh my god, Shayna Baszler's destroying Liv Morgan. She's so fucking badass. It's like, bro, Shayna was always fucking badass.
Yeah.
If you watch
And
NXT,
she can cut a promo. That's what I like
right?
about Shayna. The girl got charisma. She can cut a promo. She
And
can
that's what
promo
made me
her
frustrated.
ass
That's
off.
that's one of the many reasons that made me frustrated with Vince. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing with Shayna Baszler? This
Because
bitch is a second coming. She's like a second coming of a female Taz.
because Shayna Baszler don't look appealing to the eyes of Vince McMahon. She's bisexual, but she's more on the lesbian side. She's a MMA fighter. Now, I seen Shayna without the makeup. She ain't the hottest looking woman, but she's not an ugly woman. But that ain't
She
Vince's cup of
wears
tea.
she wears makeup.
Yeah, you know that black makeup, it makes her look more intimidating. When she's not wearing all that stuff, she's a decent looking woman.
You ever
Now
seen?
she's
I've
kind
never
of
seen
up there
Shayna
in age.
Baszler wear makeup.
When I say makeup, I'm talking about the black eyeliner. That stuff, that's still some kind of a makeup.
She wear that? Yo, I swear to God, I never seen her wear any
Yeah.
type of nothing.
Yeah,
Like
I when it
I
comes
always know
to
Shayna Baszler
wrestlers,
for being a straight up tomboy.
when it comes to wrestlers presentation, I really look a lot into what they wear, their in-ring gear. Does it clash together? Does it match? Like Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley's a fine ass woman, but
What
she
about what
looks
about you, Toe? Like um you ever seen her wear makeup?
Ever seen who wear makeup?
Fucking I'm having forgot this bitch name.
Shayna Baszler. Yeah,
Shayna Baszler.
look at her matches. She always
Oh
has this
yeah, yeah,
black
yeah.
eyeshadow.
Yeah, all the all girls in
Oh,
all the girls in WWE wear makeup. As a matter of fact, some of them are. What's frustrating about some of these girls is that, well, this isn't just the modern day WWE girls. This is most girls in general. A lot of these girls are just naturally pretty, but then like they get like they wear too much makeup or like they get all these enhancements to the point where they look unrecognizable. I'll tell you the chick on the roster who's like not attractive at all without makeup, and that's Carmella.
Charlotte Flair.
Look up,
No,
look up a
Carmella,
picture of
she ain't
Carmella.
cute at all.
Yeah,
With all
look at a
that
picture of
plastic
Carmella. Like I'm
surgery
not even
she
trying to be
did.
mean. Like those before and after pictures of porn stars like without makeup. That's Carmella.
When she was in NXT, she was decent, but then she got all that plastic surgery.
Mm-mm-mm.
Who else? Naomi. Naomi don't need all that glow mute, but I guess that goes with her. But like the green makeup, that doesn't clash with her. When she was a Funkadactyl, she was fine as hell. But then when she went to
Both
the
of them are
Cedar
fine.
Foot,
Her and Kim. What was her name as a fucking actor? It
Carmen,
was like
no Cameron,
it was Cameron. Okay, yeah, it was Cameron.
Cameron
Yeah,
couldn't wrestle a lick, but yeah.
yeah.
But
She was just eye candy. That's all she was.
they do put too much makeup on these female wrestlers. Now back to the Shayna Baszler. So the segment, Shayna Baszler got her heat, got the talking, and this is what pissed me off about this segment. You know, there's gonna be a fight after the contract signing. Baszler pretty much manhandles Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan has no business in the ring, and the only offense that she got was they did a spot where Shayna Baszler pushed her on the turnbuckle so she can kick her legs and she gets bulldogged into a table. We know that Liv Morgan is going to get destroyed. And if she don't get destroyed, then I will personally write a letter to Triple H and tell him how much of a dumbass and of a booker he is if he keeps that title on Liv Morgan. Because Liv Morgan is a
um,
badass. I mean, not
here's
Liv
the thing.
Morgan. Shayna
You,
Baszler is a
yeah,
badass.
yeah, should have been, yeah.
And
I'm not.
they gave you a little
You know what I think
teaser.
they're trying to do?
They
They're
did a
trying
little
to
tease with her and Ronda.
what season they do? Because I didn't watch SmackDown.
So Shayna Baszler comes to the ring after Ronda Rousey does her skit. She pretty much said, "What are you doing? This is not how you earn your top at the. This is not how you earn your way to the top." And Ronda Rousey being heelish, she was like, "I'm disappointed in you. You used to be a killer. Look how you acting now." And then she walks off.
Really?
Yeah.
And then I just mentioned that right when we just started talking about this subject. I swear to God, I did not watch. I did not watch SmackDown at all today. I was
Yeah.
just saying the same thing. Like she's like a female Taz. When she was in NXT and she had beef with what's his bitch name? Damn, Ember Moon.
Athena. Yep.
Yeah, they had a crazy rivalry. She had beef with her. She had beef with Candice LeRae. Had beef. She was wilding.
Do you know that she had the title for 400 days? And it's an
I don't
afterthought
know how long
because
she had it. I don't
she
know
had
how
it
long
for
she had it, but
400
she was
days.
holding the shit down.
She had it for 400 days, but nobody remembers that because they buried her so much when she moved over to the main roster.
Exactly.
Got her teaming with Tamina. Come on now.
No, that's Serena. Nia Jax.
Yeah, Nia Jax.
What happened was she had that a long run, and then on the very last episode of NXT in 2019, one of the few episodes where NXT, and when I mean one of the few, I literally mean one of the few. It was one of the few episodes where NXT beat AEW in the ratings. The main event was Rhea Ripley versus Shayna, and then Rhea beat Shayna, and it was a big deal. And remember, all the fans came in the ring. It was like Lex Luger when he beat Hogan, and it felt like a big deal. It felt like a coronation. It felt like Rhea was going
Yeah,
to be like the
that's
next big
when
thing.
Rhea Ripley. That's when Rhea Ripley was at her hottest.
Right. It felt like Rhea was going to be the next big thing, and it felt like Shayna was going to go to the main roster and basically be like a female Lesnar or whatever.
And then
And that was
Charlotte
Right.
Flair comes in and takes the NXT title, which made no damn sense.
right. Well, I was going to
Yeah,
say what I was
yeah,
going to say.
yeah.
What happened was that was the last. That was one of the few times NXT beat AEW straight up. And then what happened after that was when 2020 started before COVID, AEW just started firing off on all cylinders. And then on the NXT, Rhea was champ but didn't do anything. Shayna got caught up and they did the dumb vampire shit where she bit Becky, and then that went nowhere. And then she fought
I don't.
Becky.
That was dumb.
And then she fought
I don't think
Becky.
that was dumb. I think that really made her look like a killer. That I
Right.
like how
Well,
they did that shit. You know, her, biting this
You,
bitch neck and she's bleeding at the mouth. You know what I'm
hmm
saying?
she fought Becky at Mania.
It may be a
But
little, over the top, but I think
Right.
I think it
I think
served purpose for her character.
I think what the plan was before Vince got whacked was because if you look at SummerSlam, Becky turned face, and when Liv beat Ronda, Ronda just snapped and like beat up referees. So because SummerSlam was booked by Vince, Triple H just sort of went with what Vince did. I
He
think the
remixed
plan
it.
I think the plan was turn Becky face and then turn Ronda heel to build up to Becky Ronda at next Mania. But the problem is these fans are chanting, "You tapped out at Liv," and she's being booed. And then Ronda showed up tonight and she wasn't booed at all. She was cheered.
yeah, she
So,
got the Stone
yeah.
Cold Steve Austin effect. Still, let her act like
Because,
a badass.
but you know
So
what?
Triple H is going to
You
have
know
to
what? Hold
adapt.
on, Tove. But this is why I would have to give accolades to Scott because Scott did call this. And a couple of episodes ago, like basically he was saying that she's a weak champion, and the fans will call it out, and that's what they did.
Well, that's the problem with Money in the Bank. Money in the Bank is not a good concept anymore. Triple H can't fix that.
Yeah, exactly.
The
Because
whole
yeah,
concept is booked for you to be weak because you can lose all the time. It doesn't matter. You cash in. That's why I feel
that's
like to
why they
me,
say. That's why they say the main face that had the best cash in was Rob Van Dam because he didn't do it the sucker way. He
right?
cashed in and he you know what I'm saying, he was like, yo, I'll fight you at a pay-per-view when you well rested.
Oh, I love that. That was dope.
He's like
And
the
they
best one that ever did it when it come to a face cashing in Money in the Bank.
and they did it perfect time. And they was like, we want this to be Rob Van Dam as the face. And John Cena was like, I'll take the heat for the day. I'm going in the ECW. And that was dope.
That was good times. Good times.
Especially when the fans kept throwing his shirt back into the ring.
Boy. That was
And the
good
black dude
times.
threw it back and gave him the finger. I was like, oh yeah, this is gonna be a good match.
Oh man. Good times. Good times.
Oh,
So I also heard that this dude Triple H wants Raw to be 2 hours again. What's y'all guys' thoughts on that?
I think that's dope. And honestly, I think Triple H is telling everybody like, look, this is your tryout era. You better bring it, or you'll be on the budget cut list.
Mm.
Because I'm gonna keep it real with you. There's some people on there that's not gonna stay. Like probably our truth who's gonna stick.
You think Omos might get fired?
Man, I think Omos is over in the. They're not gonna get rid of Omos. I don't know.
They better not. They
He
better
needs
not get rid of
something.
Omos.
He
Because
needs
Omos is
Oh
something.
one
yeah,
of
yeah.
them. He's
Mott's
one
is
of those
done.
larger than life characters that they
That's the
need.
thing people forget. Like there's Triple H guys, but there's Vince guys too. Now that Triple H is over, a lot of Vince guys are gonna get fucked over. Like
But
Omos
it
just
shouldn't
made
be
his
like
first.
that. See,
Omos
that's
just
what I
made
was
his
alluding
first
to.
appearance,
Hold on,
and
Toe. Hold on,
yeah,
Toe. That's
Om-
what I was alluding to from before.
Omos just needs
Like
developing. That's all he needs. He ain't gonna get
exactly,
fucked over.
I definitely agree. But this is what I was talking about with the whole tit for tat shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't want this dude to go tit for tat because there are some gems in there that Vince McMahon that's on the roster. That's a Vince McMahon guy. There are some gems there, like a Roderick Strong, not Roderick Strong, excuse me, Riddick Moss, a Baron Corbin. I say a Baron Corbin. He can go if he really wants to. You know what I'm
If he
saying?
wants to. I
Of
think
course,
Triple
Roman
H might
Reigns.
talk to Baron and have him might repackage him back to the lone wolf. I mean, he won't have the long hair, but he can still put on the gear.
Another person that's disappeared is Lacey Evans. Lacey Evans was a huge Vince prospect, and the word on the street is that they don't have any creative for her. Another person who's rumored to be on the chopping block is Owens. The other day, he went out there and he just killed Ezekiel. If you remember when Elias was in NXT, it wasn't working. Vince liked Elias a lot more than Triple H did. So I can see Elias getting.
He's plain and boring.
Well,
Well, Trip
the thing about it is, I say the same thing about Theory, but he's Mr. Money in the Bank. So
No. We're not gonna do
no,
that.
Theory
We're
ain't
not
been
gonna
on
do that.
TV. He
There-
ain't been
for-
on TV.
well, Theory's not. He hasn't been on TV because his uncle had passed, so he's taking time off.
yeah,
Kevin Owens, he ain't going nowhere. They're teasing Sami Zayn to get get the brakes beat off him by the bloodline, and they'll form a tag team and they'll start going after the titles.
It sounds good to me. Think of it: a fresh storyline, a fresh match when it comes to KO and Sami Zayn against the Usos. That's a
see,
fresh
that's
match.
where they dropped the ball right there. Sammy should have won Money in the Bank. That would have been the best story. He should have won
Yes,
Money in the Bank.
yes.
He should have been like, "Oh, don't worry, I won it for you guys. I won't cash in." And then you could
That
have
would have
done
been a
the
fresh
Will he
storyline right there.
Right, right. It would have made sense because the Usos and Roman have been fucking with Sammy for months. So
Or
that's what I would have done. But
or they should have just pulled the trigger on Seth Rollins or Riddle. And then that could have lined up to something for Randy Orton to turn on Riddle after he wins the title.
But here's the thing, though. Don't this dude can't Matt Riddle? As a matter of fact, excuse me, Matt Riddle. He lost that match against this dude Roman Reigns, so he was able to fight Roman Reigns again for this strap as long as he's champion.
Well, you can't stop a contract if you win the Money in the Bank briefcase. You just can't challenge, but you can cash in.
But that'll be like somewhat of a loophole.
Yeah,
But
that was
this is
that would have been
WWE we're
his.
talking about.
Yeah,
You doing
that would
too
have been
much with
his.
the. You think they're gonna
That
go through all that shit? They don't
yeah,
let
that would have been
like
that
we
would have been
just
his
now
only
getting
path to the
to
title.
we just now getting to somewhat some normalcy now. You think they would have went through all that shit what you just told me? WWE would have been like, "Hey, just accept it." The fuck, he cashed in. They wouldn't explain nothing. They just be like, "It
I,
is what it is."
I think the fans would have lost their minds if Riddle won that briefcase, because he's over. They
Yeah,
got
he
Yeah,
to
is
John
they
talked
over.
about
they.
that. John hasn't been able to be on the show to actually explain, but to those that don't know, Roman actually got heat with
Yeah, what's up with his
USA
punk
Network.
ass, man? Why he ain't come back? Man, let's go do John, man. He all right?
Oh,
He good?
well, the thing is,
He
John Cena didn't come back
Hold on,
because
Scott.
he's trying to.
Hold on, Scott.
no, he wasn't
Hold
talking
on.
about Cena. He's talking about JCD, who's from the show. But he talked about, like, since you guys were talking about the Riddle thing. To those that don't know, Roman's got heat with USA Network, so he's definitely going to be. I don't know how they'll have to figure it out, but he'll be dropping one of those belts soon. USA Network got heat with
Yeah, I
him.
remember you was telling me about that shit. Yeah.
What
Yeah.
did he do?
Well,
He explained it.
basically, he has that part time schedule, and he's
Right,
allergic to Raw.
right. Basically, they're mad because this isn't what USA Network agreed to. Because it's stupid, but the networks, they love the whole each brand having their own champion. And basically, when Roman when they pitched the unification idea at the time, that was before Roman signed a new deal to give himself less dates. So after he beat Lesnar at Mania, Roman has showed up on Raw like probably less than 3 times. And the few times
Mm.
he does show up, it's on SmackDown. And so what pissed off USA Network was, if you remember, and I didn't even think about it, but when Roman had the match with Riddle, that was a SmackDown match, but Riddle's a Raw guy, not a SmackDown guy. He's a Raw guy. So USA Network was mad because they felt like Fox got a big title match and USA didn't get anything. And I'm like, well, you know what? That's true. He did fuck over
Shit.
USA
Speaking of
Network,
tit
but
for tat,
so
that's all these motherfuckers do. Raw, not Raw. Fox and USA. They always go tit for tat.
right. So that's why Triple H, if you notice, that's why he's been putting renewed emphasis on the U.S. title and Bobby Lashley, because basically, since Roman doesn't show up, Lashley's like the de facto top guy, and that's fine with me. I'm a big Lashley guy, so I don't mind him, doing right by Lashley. But basically, USA Network, they got heat with Roman. They don't like the fact
What? But
that also
that's the thing though. Hold on, so that's the main thing. Like, what's the deal with why does do Roman Reigns hate Raw so much? Like, what the fuck?
I don't know. And the other thing
This
too is,
dude
like
is
Scotty
allergic
said,
to Raw.
and like Scotty said, the other thing too is like Riddle's like super over. Like that could have been a pay per view match. Why were you giving it away like
Yeah,
on a random episode of like SmackDown? So that's what I'm saying. Like
word.
that's what I said
I
before. Like
completely
Roman,
agree.
he's getting worse than Triple H, because at least with Triple H, I was never a Triple H guy, but during
But
the Reign of
Triple H
Terror, like
wrestling.
No,
yeah, not just
Triple
that.
H is my guy.
Just like Triple H, he wrestled. He was on Raw every week, and even if you didn't like the Reign of Terror, at least you could watch SmackDown and look at Angle, Lesnar, Eddie, Edge, Ray, and all those other guys. But it's like with Roman, he's got both belts, so like it doesn't matter if you watch Raw or SmackDown. Like he's holding them both hostage. So we've surpassed the Reign of Terror at this point. He's far worse than Triple H. Like at least Triple H put people over. He put Orton over. He put Batista over. Remember that one Raw where Shelton beat him? He even put Shelton over. Who's
Oh
Roman
yeah,
put
that was
over?
dope. That was dope. Um, what's going on? Yeah, Roman Reigns. If it doesn't benefit him and the bloodline, and he's a SmackDown guy. He said, "Fuck it, I ain't coming to Raw."
That's why Nate knows where I'm going with this. See, Nate just came in. Vince just basically just let Roman walk over him because I don't know what it is about Vince, but he's just, it's like he owes his life to the Samoans or something. I truly believe that Vince was. Wait, actually, I know what happened.
Vince probably banged one of the Samoan women.
They got some dirt on.
Now, also real shit. Like I heard that around that time, especially like in the late 70s, most of those Samoan women were ring rats.
Mm-hmm.
Like let's call a spade a spade. The Rock's moms was a jump, and hey, all respect due to the Rock and his moms and all that, but she was a jump. Y'all know what a jump is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Prostitute.
No, damn, not that's too much. Not
okay.
So
she gave up
a side chick, like basically when this dude Rocky Johnson was tired of his wife at that time, he would go to the Rock's mom before the Rock was born, and that's how the Rock ended up being born. And he left his wife for what's the Rock's mom's name again? What's her name again?
I don't know.
Was it Alta?
I thought they were married.
She was a side chick. I thought
that was his wife. Like for
years, they were married.
Years. They were married.
Well, he left it. Telling you, he left Rocky Johnson. This is well fact. Just look it up.
Yeah, watch Young Rock. Young Rock goes into it. It's a good show. It's got a lot of comedy, but it goes into it. Yeah,
he glosses over it just a little bit. He don't get like into depth with it, but he does. Right. He definitely throws those clues out there to make you read between the lines. Like Ata was a side chick.
Now you know who's the ultimate side chick? Miss Jacqueline. She was the ultimate side chick. No, she did not mind to get down. She loved her some white dick. Kurt Angle.
Yeah. What's her name? Miss Texas. He used to call her Mrs. Texas.
She was Miss Butter.
Hey, Jackie's one of the few chicks that looks like she could like fucking kick any guy's ass. First time I saw her was first time I saw Miss Jacqueline. I still have the VHS tape. Was no one else was talk about him. Was Benoit and Sullivan. What was it? Was it? I think it was like Great American. I think it was Bash at the Beach. I think it was Bash at the Beach, and I think I was a kid. And I saw Miss Jacqueline get in the ring, and she got in the ring, and she just kicked the shit out of Benoit. I was like, holy shit. Yeah. This chick is the real deal. Like, man. That chick is tough.
Yeah, around that time, she was a badass little chocolate bitch.
Oh, Jacqueline was beating the brakes off of Chris Benoit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm confused. Who is this Benoit guy? Who is this guy?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like, who?
Hold on.
I got.
Who the fuck is that?
I got a blind tag. Hold on. I got a blind tag here. Fucking Bianca Belair trying to give Becky street cred with Snoop Dogg. Becky, you cringe as fuck, bitch. You are not invited to the cookout. Fuck off.
Oh, wait a minute. What?
She's the one. Yo, check it. She's the one to put raisins in her potato salad.
What happened with Becky's elbow? She do some damage? What happened?
I'm sounding good, right? That was a good joke right there. Yeah, I'm sounding good. Like,
yeah. Oh, she heard it at the pay-per-view, Nate.
Oh, okay.
I got a good joke for you. I know you're gonna.
Becky's Irish. She could probably cook something.
Yeah, she might make good cabbage and corned beef.
I got a good joke for you, Sam, man. You seen Poetic Justice with Janet and
of course,
right?
Come on now.
You remember that scene in the movie when they were at the park and they went to the random
to
family
the
reunion.
barbecue. Yeah.
Right. And Tupac was like, cousin. The other guy was like, cousin. Remember that?
Of course.
Guess what?
What?
Turns out that wasn't scripted. That was real.
Really?
Yeah, when they were filming, they were just looking for a park. And as it turns out, that reunion was actually happening. And Tupac was pretty much like, man, all black folks are family. Let's just fucking go over there and shoot it. So they did.
And they probably knew who he was. Like, oh, you.
Nah, they didn't know. They didn't know that. They couldn't know that was Pop because they would have been said, "Oh, shit, that's Pop." Or maybe they edited out the movie.
Yeah,
I wish it
They
had been
edited out the movie.
I wish it would have been
He
a
was
white
more
family
like
because white
Tupac
family would have been like, I
Shakur
don't want to
at
get
the
shot. Let's
time.
get the fuck out of here.
Remember,
Take the risks.
Tupac still had a pretty good. Tupac still had a pretty positive image. He didn't get the real bad image till he got out of prison and went to death row.
Yeah.
Tupac still had a clean image.
Oh shit! Now this is one thing we could all agree on when it comes to Snugs, because he normally doesn't say shit that we agree on. He normally says shit that we don't agree on. But this right here, Juice is a great movie. Yes, it is.
Absolutely, it is a classic. I won't call it a hood classic. It has upgraded to a classic, not a hood.
It
classic.
got everything in there. It has everything in there. It has comedy. It has music. You know, it's of a urban variety. It even has horror. Think of it. One of your best friends that you know for years is just going around and just killing your peoples, and you can't do nothing about it. This dude's going around. He got infinite bullets in his 6-shooter.
Yeah, that's funny. That's funny. No,
It took
R,
me
did
years to
you?
realize the arcade guy was Samuel L. Jackson because he was so much
Exactly.
in
That's
it
his
back
first
then.
role. That's his second role. That's what I think it was his
No,
second role.
that wasn't
Go ahead,
his
go ahead, go
second
ahead.
role. He was in way more movies. But
Coming to
Samuel L.
America was
Jackson
the
didn't
first
get.
movie. I think Coming to America was
Yeah,
the first movie.
people. Yeah, these are the three. These are I call these DLC roles, like the roles that are so quick you forget them. The 3 DLC roles Samuel Jackson had. He had Juice. Everybody forgets he was in Jurassic Park, like at the very beginning. The dude smoking a cigarette on the computer, and then
Right.
everybody forgets he was the dude playing the piano in Kill Bill, like in the first 5 minutes of the movie. But then he got whacked
At the wedding.
at the
Oh,
wedding,
yeah.
right?
And don't forget about the small part he had with Jungle Fever and More Better Blues.
Yep.
Yep.
Hey,
Yeah,
here's a
shots going
question.
to Samuel L. Jackson, man. Like we gotta do that one day. Like when we have like our movie night, just talk about Samuel L. Jackson movies.
Here's
But you
a
know what?
question. I know it's
We
not
gotta
Wednesday.
thank Spike Lee for giving us Samuel L. Jackson, because that was the only person that he was putting on in his movies.
This is a good one. I know it's not Wednesday, not What If Wednesday. Since we're talking about Pac, let's bring it back to wrestling. Here's the question: if Pac didn't get whacked, do you think he would have made an appearance in WWE at some point? Because when you look at it,
He might have
Snoop Dogg
he was
and
mainstream.
Ice
Hell
T.
yeah.
Yeah,
I think
because
so.
Ice-T made an appearance at WrestleMania 2000, and Snoop Dogg has made several appearances. So it makes me wonder if we would have seen Tupac in WWE one day.
Yo, imagine that.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing.
Imagine,
If
yo,
Tupac
imagine
never
this.
died, Biggie
Check
would
this.
have never died.
Check this out. Pac or Biggie performing at WrestleMania.
It would have
Oh man,
happened.
that'd be
Both of them
that'd
would
be
have been
fucking
on
great,
there.
bro.
That would
Which
be
Mania?
amazing.
Which Mania you think it could have happened at if they didn't get killed?
Oh my God. 30.
The Mike Tyson, the Mike Tyson.
Oh yeah, 14. What was that?
Yeah.
97? No, 98. That was
Yeah.
98. That was 98.
Oh my God. That
You know
would have
what,
been
Mike Tyson?
insanity.
Oh,
They should have had
you're
him
right.
at WrestleMania 11 because it was so much trash. That would have been the only good thing.
Yo, you're right. Fucking Pac or Biggie could have rapped Tyson to the ring. Oh man, that would have been fucking amazing.
It would have
yeah.
been Tupac rapping.
Yeah, most likely would have been Pac.
And I think Biggie would have came later, but that would have been more like for John Cena.
Yeah, that'd been
Yeah,
cool.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Economics,
man.
you know.
But you know what? To this day, and people think I'm crazy, but P. Diddy Lucky, two key witnesses is dead right now because I think he would have been in jail for murder. I think he was the mastermind of this whole thing, and Suge Knight was the collateral damage.
Yeah, probably.
Well, I mean, I can't really shit on WrestleMania 11 bad because if it wasn't for WrestleMania 11, Salt and Pepper, Bret Hart would never had love for brown sugar. So
See, we knew back then. Brett was telling us back
Bret
then.
Hart always liked the dark meat.
Yeah, that's when Salt and Pepper was backstage playing with Brett's nipples and all that shit.
You know what? Vince McMahon did a real good job keeping Bret Hart's image clean. That's why Bret took offense to Shawn Michaels when he said that Sunny Days comment.
Yeah, I love that.
He wasn't faithful to his wife.
Good shit, Snugs, because WrestleMania 20 was in New York. Yep. Yeah, Madison Square Garden. Yeah,
exactly.
That would have been Biggie right there.
That would have been insanity. That would have been insane.
Yeah, and with 21 was in California, right? Yeah.
Yeah, in Hollywood. Yeah. Oh yeah, they were in Hollywood. Yeah, Hollywood. Yeah. That would have worked out.
That would have been perfect.
Yep. Yeah. You know, Cena was the thugonomics, and Biggie would have got.
Pac and Cena would have done like a music video or something.
As a matter of fact, now that you say that, hold on, wait. Now I gotta remind this. Now that you say that, I think it's best that didn't happen. You know why? Any money bet, they would have had Cena battle against a Pac or a Biggie and have Cena win at WrestleMania.
Oh, jeez.
No, I don't think they would.
You already know they would have did some bullshit like that. You know they would have did that.
I think what was supposed to happen was, I think at Mania 19, because people forget, Mania 19 had a pre-show. I think he was supposed to battle rap either Jay-Z or Fabulous.
Yeah, you remember that, right?
Oh my God, that would have been.
And Jay-Z fell back because he probably told Jay-Z, or Vince probably told Jay-Z, like, yeah, you're gonna basically lose to Cena in a rap battle. Jay-Z probably looked at this motherfucker like, get your dumb ass the fuck out my face.
Yeah.
Over.
Be like, you better add an extra zero to that paycheck, or a couple.
I think Cena did do is, to Cena's credit though. To his credit though, he did.
Oh, here we go. Here we go with the trolling. Here we go with the trolling. Look.
Oh my God. Yeah. Pick up your WWE T-shirt right there.
I can't.
Okay, Cena couldn't wrap up on Christmas.
I think TLC could have done like American Beautiful, like at the beginning of Mania or something. That could have worked.
There's no feedback coming from the video. Do y'all hear any echo in anything?
No,
I don't hear any echoes.
All right, cool. Just want to make sure.
You tripping.
I'm ready for football season, hockey season, because I can't watch the fucking Yankees no more. That's why I was late coming on. These fucking assholes ruined another game.
Are they losing again?
They lost. They lost to the fucking Red Sox in the 10th inning. They fucking lost. They stink.
Man, they're running out of gas. They're running out of gas.
I mean, I'm glad Toronto's been losing games. That's about it. So, fuck.
Hey, look, I will never not laugh. I've already told Sam, man. It's like we gotta do this joke every week. I will never not laugh at CM Punk telling John Cena, "You have become the New York Yankees." Cena was legitimately
That's fucking hilarious. That's like the only time Cena was triggered. Any other time, Cena will never get triggered.
I'm so glad your dad and your wife are at ringside.
From Westbury, Massachusetts, he's a New York Yankee. Oh, that. I think he really did punch them, like kind of stiff.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, man. So, Nate.
Yeah.
This dude Triple H might be trying to make your dream come true.
Oh yeah.
He wants Raw. The rumor out there is like he wants Raw to be 2 hours again. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, like I said, if they want to keep it for 3 hours, what they should do is make 8 o'clock hour like NXT Rewind, like what happened the previous NXT show, and then a new match at the end, and then you run into Raw from 9 to 11, you know. But if not, go back to 2 hours. 2 hours is good. 3 hours is too much.
2 hours is good because honestly, I'm sorry. Some of them people don't need to be on there. Dough drop, get her fat ass out of there.
Yeah, she wants a name change. How about a diet?
Yeah.
Y'all crazy. So what happened on SmackDown tonight? Nobody watched SmackDown tonight?
Nah, I watch baseball. I don't watch Snooze Down.
We got to see how attractive B-Fab is. A squash match with Hit Row. The Viking Raiders has pretty much destroyed the last member of New Day, so you might be happy about that. You ain't gonna be seeing New Day for a while.
Good.
Yeah. I don't watch Sleep Down.
SmackDown getting
And
better.
here goes this dude playing with Legos with his kneecap.
Whoa.
Oh, here we go. Yeah.
Can you hear
There
me?
you go. Now you sounding better. Yeah, you sounding better now.
With a 10 out of 10.
From before, you sounded like you was
Swimming?
rolling around a whole bunch of Legos.
No. No, keep Raw 3 hours.
Oh my God. Just kill me.
No.
That's terrible.
Oh, yeah. You can't sit there and say keep Raw
Keep it 3 hours.
3 hours.
Yeah.
What you want to watch? You want to watch Dana Brooke wrestle?
Yeah.
No. I want it to be 3 hours. Let it be 3 hours because it gives everybody time to do what they want to do. There's plenty of time for everybody.
I would say this though. 1 or 2.5 hours. And for that last half hour, you can have like a Raw talk or Raw and SmackDown talk. Like that what they was trying to do from before.
They can't do that because it's already on the WWE network for Raw.
Yeah, no, we want 3 hours anyway, so we need to keep it at 3 hours because it's not a big deal.
I'll keep it at 3 hours. If every week Steve Austin comes out with a blanket and a pillow, so it's boring.
Nah, because you know what? I don't want anybody to sit there when they make it 2 hours again. I don't want to hear nobody complain about. You know what? If only they had an extra hour to give these people more time to broadcast.
Complain.
Nobody would complain.
Nah, because that's how it became 3 hours anyway. Besides the 1000th episode, giving it the leeway. Nah, you need to keep it 3 hours. Leave it 3 hours, and then it gives you. They just, you know what it is? They just need to figure out because Mick Foley said it best. He said, "There's your issue. You got 2 hours to story tell. The third hour should be how you're going to keep folks entertained. So that the only thing you have to worry about is that third hour." Which, you know, more than half the time, what's the most boring hour of Raw? It's usually like, what, 8 o'clock to...
You know what? I don't give a fuck about all that shit. With that one comment right there, you gonna fucking feel the burn. Cena will destroy Pac in a rap battle. I don't give a fuck about anything else you say. You see the comment? Stump said that.
Yeah. The most boring hour of Raw is from 8 to 11.
Hold on.
I don't give a fuck.
It's possible. I mean, we don't know.
Well, ask Pac. He's in Cuba right now.
I think
no,
Cena will hold his own.
He said Hogan should have slammed Biggie at WrestleMania 20. Cut his mic off.
Hold on. No. That's different. That's different. No, I said he should slam. I said Hogan should slam Biggie like how.
Like I said, cut your mic off.
Well, it'd have been funny, but like honestly, free. Okay, if it was a diss song that Pac made, maybe he win. More than likely he wins. But like freestyle right there with the microphone, I don't know, man.
The reason why I brought it up because if you guys remember, as crazy as it sounds, like they were experimenting with that shit. Remember that? I know nobody remembers this. Remember when they did the Kevin Federline Cena shit? Remember when he was dating Britney Spears? Yeah, because Federline was at the time.
This dude Kevin Federline's son and Cena.
Right, and then also at WrestleMania 24, they did Big Show versus Money Mayweather, you know, and it was a spectacle.
Yo, you love that pay-per-view, yo. You mentioned that shit a lot. You love that.
It was.
You love that WrestleMania.
Hey, it was funny to see Big Show smack that bird chest of Mayweather.
Yo, this dude hand is like a quarter of Mayweather's body.
That's the hardest Mayweather ever got hit.
Pause.
Oh, enough with this pause
Yeah, he's
shit.
doing it.
Damn.
Nah, you do it all the time. Why do you do this?
Oh man.
What was it last time? He said, if you're Triple H, if you go for the balls, you just don't tickle them. You gotta rip them.
Yeah, that
with the
sounded
ball.
wild crazy. Oh, we
No,
going
you got
snake.
on
This
me
dude
because I
Nate.
said, if you blow on Gargano, he'll fly through the ring. I was like, come on, man.
But how do you remember this? I don't understand what's going on. How do you remember this shit?
I rewatched the video. I rewatched the.
Yo, I appreciate that. Thank you. Make sure you leave a thumbs up. That's highly
It's
appreciated.
It's premeditated.
Word.
Yeah, this is
Oh,
funny.
you know, I'm gonna shift gears a little bit. So, did you guys hear about Game coming at Eminem? He had a diss track
Yeah,
coming at Eminem.
Black Slim Shady. I haven't
Man,
heard it yet, but
Game's about to get slaughtered, man. What the?
I want to hear his final suicide note. Wow. Is it already out?
I would say this.
I think Eminem don't even worry about the game. That's how irrelevant.
Don't even do it to yourself, Nate.
Nah.
You're about to get blocked.
Don't you dare say that. The game shit was fire because it really was.
No, I'm talking about Nate. I'm talking about Nate. This motherfucker.
That's why I said.
Look at Nate.
Was the song fire? Because it ain't gonna matter. Eminem would fuck him up, bro. I'm gonna tell you something.
The name of it is called a Black Slim Shady.
I don't even think Eminem even cares about the game.
No, Royce the 5'9" gave us insight. He says he hears everything that's said about him, so he's not gonna turn the other cheek. Like, he's not like that. He will respond to the game. It's just a matter of
hold on, son. Tupac, say something.
Yo, no. I'm chilling in Cuba smoking a Cubano cigar. What's up, dudes?
Nah, you know what Eminem's gonna do the game? He gonna do just like Jay-Z said. You only get
that was a horrible Tupac impression. That Tupac impression was terrible.
Bro,
my bad. I got you all. You gotta ride for my enemies.
I'm looking at SmackDown. This Mace dude is suspect as fuck, man. Are we sure Vince is gone?
Oh God, you're not talking about these dudes, the melted male models.
I don't mind them. Everybody loves them.
I thought they dropped that angle.
There is no way Triple H. There is no way Triple H is looking at this.
They wasn't on TV tonight, was they?
Cannibalize my juices.
I thought they dropped that angle.
They was on TV tonight?
Oh, man.
Yo, did this dude Snubs just say tantalize his juices? What the fuck?
There is no way. There's no way Triple H is booking this.
That's what they say, and that's their thing. They say, "I'm gonna tantalize your juices." I'm like, whoa.
Oh my God.
No, hey, I thought they wasn't on TV today. And I guess the water thing was Triple H's idea. So I heard.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? I understand what they're trying to do, but they're trying way too hard. Look at Rick the Model Martel. Look at this dude. What's my dude name? The Prince of Pretty. What's that dude name again? I forgot his name. From Fandango.
Mace.
Oh, the guy that was with Fandango. The other guy.
Yeah.
Tyler Breeze.
Tyler Breeze. Look at him. Look at Rick the Model Martel. Look at Ravishing Rick Rude. Well, Ravishing Rick Rude, he's on another planet. So.
Well, the thing is, today's models.
Martel should be in the Hall of Fame. Why is he not in the Hall of Fame, Rick Martel?
You got a great point.
But you know what? Today's models are not the same. They really are on that fruity, flamboyant shit.
You just really all it comes down to is you got to have the swag to pull it off. And I know he got canceled, but Dream had it. He could have made it work.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember. I
remember little boys is cock.
I know. I still thank Velveteen Dream for having that one black valet that came to the ring with him. I was like, who the fuck is this shit?
Yo, speaking of black WWE female employees, that ring announcer that you, I think she about to get married, Scott.
Who,
Yeah.
Kayla?
That's okay.
Oh, Kayla
It is what
Braxton.
it is.
Nah, I forgot her name. It was
The
the
one that
ring
looks like
announcer.
JoJo? Is the one that looks like JoJo?
Nah,
No, don't
she
nobody
darker
look
than
like JoJo.
JoJo.
Oh, she's darker.
Don't nobody look like JoJo. There's a reason
No, there's
why.
someone that looks like her.
There's a reason why Bray Wyatt was like, I'm gonna let you in.
I
You're
let
gonna
you in.
feel my love.
Spread those
Oh,
fat
yeah.
ass cheeks, man.
Spread them cheeks, man.
Yeah.
So, how will you debut Bray Wyatt? Would you wait for the big show for it to happen, like Survivor Series?
I don't care about Bray. That's just me.
Nah.
I don't care about
Now
it.
look,
You don't
they
like
have
Bray
to have this dude. This is what they should do, right? Because this is gonna take strategical surgery. Because, like I said from before, they was not supposed to overexpose the Fiend.
That's
Remember, they
why
had the Fiend coming out every single week. This is what
bring
you
back
do with this
Swamp Bray
motherfucker.
Wyatt.
This is what you do with this dude. Like, have him show up when it's necessary. It's not that difficult.
See,
So, like,
I got a
if you
problem with
have an
that.
outside brawl, so like you have an outside brawl or whatever, parking lot, whatever, you just have this dude jump out of nowhere and beat somebody up, or or if somebody's in the crowd, you have him in the crowd, or you have him come out the ring, Kane style, and drag motherfucker underneath the ring, shit like that. He's an attraction.
So maybe
Pretty
you
much.
don't have to bring out the Fiend.
Yeah,
Bring
but
back,
that's the problem because
bring back Swamp Bray Wyatt.
Yeah.
nah,
Just
because
just make it like
nah.
Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Make him bring
I
back
know
That's the
what
Bray
you
problem
mean.
Wyatt.
because
I
My
know what
because
you
issue
Roman
mean.
with
Like,
Reigns.
Bray,
basically, they should just revamp the Wyatt family and have Bray Wyatt as the leader, and have him with some younger members in the
my
Wyatt
my
family,
issue
like the
my,
new
my
breed of the
issue
Wyatt
with
bring
family.
Bray.
bring
So
back
would
My
you
his
issue.
say
brother
that
Bo
Roman Reigns is
Dallas.
a special attraction?
Let me tell you, I
Yo,
always wanted to see Bray
I might
Wyatt
be
and
jumping
Bo
out the
Dallas
window.
together.
I might be jumping out the window. Say like if this dude Bray Wyatt was to rebrand the Wyatt family, I would
Yeah.
have this dude from MLW. What's his name again? That Puerto Rican dude.
Magnus? Puerto Rican
Magnus
dude?
is Puerto Rican. The fuck you
No.
talking about?
No, that was
No,
before you
R.
said Puerto
R.
Rican.
What you think about Bray Wyatt and his brother Bo Dallas in the Wyatt family?
No.
I'm
Let me tell
all
you something.
I'm for it. I'm all
I'm all
for it.
for I'm all for Bray Wyatt being a special attraction, but I don't like the fact that if we're gonna view Bray Wyatt as a special attraction, why can't we view Roman Reigns as one?
My issue with Bray is I'm just over it. Creepy promo, talk your shit, lose your match, and your match isn't even
Like
fucking good. And then you
Brock
use smoke and
Lesnar.
mirrors to cover up the fact that he's really not even that good in the ring.
I
Taker was
mean
smoke and
Brock
mirrors,
Lesnar.
Kane was smoke and mirrors,
Brock
but at a certain
Lesnar.
point, Taker and Kane actually got good in the ring. Taker actually had good matches. Kane actually had good matches. Kane and Taker weren't just characters. They could be wrestlers too. So I'm at a point where I'm just over Bray. Bray just needs to either go in there and have a fucking good match or just shut the fuck up and just be a fucking
for
producer.
So
me, if we're gonna
you didn't like Bray Wyatt versus Bryan Danielson?
no.
One match from 2014. That's like the only good match he had. Outside of that, he never had a good match.
Oh my
One
God.
good
But, like,
match from how many years ago was
Yeah,
that?
you're right.
What
you're
about the
right.
match with the
Yeah,
with
but
the
like the thing
Shield?
about Bray Wyatt is like if you put him on a special attraction contract like you do with Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns, people get upset that these guys are not there every week. So it's kind of a 50-50
And I think
chance to take it.
they're dumb.
And
It
I
is what it is.
understood
I think
I
they're dumb.
understood the
Remember, I hear what you're saying, Stubbs. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it came to Brock Lesnar being a heavyweight champion on a limited schedule. Like,
I
yo,
understood
he's
what they were
supposed to
doing with the
be
Fiend,
prestigious.
but the
That's the
Fiend was
whole
just
point. Like, look at
it
Hulk
was too
Hogan.
much.
Yeah. I
The,
mean,
the
Cena
Fiend
killed.
stuff was just the Fiend stuff was just too much. Because Taker and Kane were supposed to be dead too, but they still sold in the match. he had a match
Undertaker is dead.
and Seth hit like fucking 10 curb stomps. I was like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I suspended my disbelief, but Bray was just at a point where I was like, this is fucking dumb.
He was
This-
too
every-
OP.
every-
in
to me,
sense.
this is just this is my unpopular opinion. My unpopular opinion about Bray, I think he's got a great mind for the business. I think he'd be a great agent. I think he'd be a great promo coach. I think he'd be a great producer. I just think that wrestling isn't for him. I think he'd be great
Nah.
at movies. I just
Nah.
don't
I
think that
agree.
innings for him.
I agree.
I like him in
Because
the
when
ring.
you've been in
think when he-
wrestling as long as he's been in, because yeah, Vince did fuck him up, but when you've been wrestling as long as he has, you would at least have like at minimum at least like 5 really good matches. And outside of the
Vince
Danielson match that
didn't.
Scotty
Vince
just mentioned,
never cared for Bray Wyatt.
Hold on. What about the Cena match at WrestleMania? That's not a good match.
he fucking lost. It
That's
was
okay.
stupid.
Still a great match.
Vince did not want nobody touching his golden boy.
Wait a minute.
So-
Bray Wyatt won that match.
No, he
No,
didn't.
he
He
didn't.
lost.
No,
No,
he
he did
didn't.
not.
He's talking about
So-
that. He's talking about that Ghost one, the one where they're doing all the different characters. Where Bray won.
What? Cena won? Hold on.
Cena was like NWO.
WrestleMania
Cena won
30
that.
Snugs. Cena won. Bray lost.
So this is
Yeah,
what
he's talking about that.
happened
He's
with Bray
talking about that
Wyatt.
other one, the pandemic
Yeah,
one.
the one at the WrestleMania. Yeah, the one where
Yeah,
they
where
had
Cena
the
was like
video.
NWO and shit. And
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, that wasn't
that-
even a match, though. That was
That
just,
wasn't even a
was just
match.
skit.
Yeah,
That
That
wasn't a
wasn't a
match.
match.
That was a skit.
that was like a
There was a
skit.
ref. There was a ref.
No, that was a skit for John Cena to go to
Hey.
Hollywood.
Cut this shit, Slugs. You know what we talking about. We talking about
Cena
that
killed Bray Wyatt.
WrestleMania. We talking about that WrestleMania when they first have fought.
Oh,
was a
that
good
one. I mean,
match.
I like the movie match that they had. That was a really good match.
Cena killed
So-
Bray Wyatt, and fucking Rollins killed the Fiend at the Ronald McDonald Playhouse. Hell in a
So
Cell.
Now, I'll
this-
tell you
I would
what.
only
this
want to
is-
see.
This is what
end it
happened
on
with
a
Bray
positive
Wyatt.
note. I would only want to see Bray in WWE for one thing and one thing only. I would like to see Bray versus Roman, just to see Roman have some type of fucking adversity. Because the thing about Roman that's really pissing me off is, regardless of who his opponent is, he basically just looks bored. Like, bro, if you don't give a shit, how am I supposed to care? When Karrion
He
Kross
gives a
jumped
shit.
Drew McIntyre, Roman looked like he was about to fall asleep. So I feel
No,
like if you
Roman-
he looks
Roman has
surprised.
an ego problem. Roman
Yeah,
has
he
an
does.
ego problem.
He's probably looking at Karrion Kross like, you know what? I don't even know who
Bro,
you are.
Snubs,
but I'm about
go
to
back
fuck
on
you up.
YouTube and look at Karrion Kross's debut. When Karrion Kross jumped Drew,
Yeah.
the Usos were like, "Oh shit, who's this guy?" You know,
Well,
and Roman just
here's
looked
the
at him
thing.
like,
Yeah, but Roman can't look weak and like
Yeah,
right in
Roman's
the
not
"Bro,
supposed to
there's
look
heels that
scared.
look weak all the time. It doesn't hurt them." When Goldberg debuted, Rock was pacing back and forth. He was sweating. He looked nervous and shit. And then Goldberg was
Yeah,
like,
but he
"You're
didn't back.
next."
No, but like a true heel would have left the ring if it was the Rock. The Rock stayed in there. He didn't want to look
Roman-
weak.
Nah, fuck that. When it comes to
Roman's
this right
supposed to be
here,
a badass.
when it
He's
comes to
not
this right
scared
here,
of
I
nobody.
do agree with Snugs right here because he's the fucking head of the table. He's
Why
in
would you be
God mode.
scared?
He's not
Yeah, he
gonna
can't
run
look weak.
from no damn
It's
Karrion
boring though,
Kross.
bro. When you
And I'm
No,
when
I-
you show no when you
He
show
ain't
no
run from
I
that
fuck with
adversity in
Karrion
this
Kross. I fuck with Karrion Kross, but he's still in God mode. He's not running from nobody, and I do like that. I do like that about
He don't
Roman
gotta
Reigns.
run. He
And
just
yeah,
needs to show
hold
some
on,
kind
wait,
of emotion.
hold on, Toe, hold on. No, that's a point, and that's what you should. That's what you should appreciate also, because you said he's inconsistent, right? When it comes to his booking,
Yeah, he is. As a
but
heel,
the one main thing, yeah, the one main thing about him is that he's always confident. He never runs. When's the last time you see Roman Reigns run from anybody? Maybe
Remember,
a Brock
No, but
Lesnar.
when did you ever hear of a Samoan running from anybody?
Their wife,
Rock.
probably. That's about it.
The Rock.
I
What you mean?
I just think
Rikishi?
it's weird. I just think it's weird that Roman can beat John Cena, he can beat Brock Lesnar, but you got to cheat to beat Finn Balor.
No. So
He
we're not gonna do
didn't
that.
cheat.
We're not gonna do that, Toe.
He didn't
We're
cheat.
not gonna do that, Toe.
The rope.
Give-
He
Finn Balor
had
give
nothing to
him-
do with that.
Hey,
Hold up.
hold on.
Give Roman
Watch
Reigns his props. Give Roman Reigns his props. He's that main heel that you never see run from anybody.
Yeah.
When's the last time you
Gunther
see
ain't
Roman
running.
Reigns run from somebody?
Don't forget,
Gunther
he
ain't
beat
running.
Edge. He beat Edge and Daniel Bryan in the same night, and then stacked their bodies together. This shit was pretty funny.
Exactly.
He's still low blowed Finn Balor. That's fucking weird.
It don't matter.
No.
So you're not
It
gonna give.
matters.
You're
That's
not
a
gonna.
heel.
You're not gonna
That's
that's
like,
not
bro,
that's not
bro.
pertaining towards
That's
the
like if
question I was saying.
That's like if Triple H 2000 beat Goldberg, The Rock, and Austin, but then has to cheat to beat Taka Michinoku.
Why did Stone Cold cheat to
A
beat
heel's
The Rock when he already
supposed
beat
to
him the
cheat.
WrestleMania before that?
You either gonna be a chicken shit heel or be a dominant heel. Just pick one.
Stone Cold
It's not
cheated
that
to
How
beat
was
The
he
Rock
a
the second
chicken
time?
shit heel?
Because he has a chicken shit
run-
heel because there
did
have
he
been
run from
matches where
Finn
the
Balor?
Usos interfere. There are
Did
matches
he
where
run
the Usos
from?
interfere,
Hold on,
and then there are
Toe.
matches where he beats him straight up.
Did he run from Finn Balor?
No, but he low blowed him still.
That don't mean chicken shit.
That's a
Right.
heel move. He doesn't have to low blow Owens.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to low blow Edge. He doesn't have to low blow Cena, but you got to low blow Finn Balor.
Well,
Him,
he didn't have to.
let's really be real. Him low blowing this dude Finn Balor was part of a storyline. You know that.
Well, to be fair, it was Demon King, right? Wasn't it Demon King that he low blowed?
No, he beat regular Finn Balor low blowed, and then he had the demon match where God helped Roman win, and there was no fucking explanation for that.
Yo, yeah, God is a beast, yo. God had money on the
Don't
match.
fuck with God, damn it.
Yeah.
Fucking with the turnbuckle.
I just love the fact that they didn't even explain that or nothing. The top turnbuckle just collapsed.
And they still dropped the biggest story. They completely dropped the Roman
They just was
gaslighting
like,
Jay when Roman
just
was
accept
gaslighting
it.
Jay.
Accept
Well,
it right now.
didn't Finn Balor say that he doesn't want to like do Demon King too much unless they find a new
He
way
don't
to?
want to wear he don't want to be the demon.
Right, because he has to put on that makeup, and it takes 5 hours. He said, so he doesn't want to like keep
Well,
doing it.
he-
Yo,
figured
the
out
new
that
demon,
he-
the new demon is Rhea Ripley.
Man,
She's
that's
the
a
new
demon.
demon.
That demon can tear me up any day.
I wish I was
Wow.
I was
Dominic.
making his job.
Scott over here wishing he's dominant.
Yeah, man, he's
Every
got the
man
luckiest
wants to
job
be
in the world.
Dominic. Shit.
Fuck yeah, yo, Rhea Ripley beating my ass. I would love to tell my friends that, like, hey, bro, this week I'm
Jesus
getting my ass
Christ.
whooped by
Wow.
Rhea
Yeah,
Ripley.
you could get a
But
few
two
licks
games.
on me, but I'm a pound
You
of
hear the beta mills is here.
No, I'm just
Nah,
saying she can beat me up a few times, but I'm gonna hit her with that pound cake.
Nah,
That's what I'm
listen, I'm
saying.
playing
That's
with
what
y'all.
I'm saying.
I'm
I
fucking
agree.
with y'all.
I agree.
If y'all-
Like,
if
as
y'all
long as I get a
into-
chair shot.
If y'all into girls beating y'all up, that's on y'all.
No.
I can never,
Just Rhea Ripley.
I can
because,
never
like,
visualize that ever.
I just
Remember
like
the movie
mean-
Payback?
Ugh.
Remember the movie Payback? Lucy Liu.
Oh yeah.
That's a
Oh,
badass
them
bitch.
cheeks,
That's a good
them
movie.
cheeks can get them cheeks can get clapped too.
I just want to like curb stomp Rhea Ripley if I get to get my ass beat by her. That's all.
Curb stomp.
This
Nah,
motherfucker
don't
Like
curb
crazy.
stomp.
that should be
Yo,
the
we
next
do
storyline.
not condone domestic violence on
Hold
the
up.
council roundtable.
Before
Yeah,
we
but she's
don't condone
foreign.
it,
That's an international
Hold on.
incident. It's not domestic.
hold up. Before we
foreign.
don't condone it, I just want to know like they should definitely do like Seth Rollins curb stomping Bianca, so that way Montez Ford can get upset and go in there and start really going on the singles path.
Maybe in the Attitude Era. In the Attitude Era,
You know
he definitely
what?
would have did that.
I
I
think
still
they
love
might do some
Baron
bullshit
Corbin.
that make Montez Ford get jealous of Bianca's success.
Because did you see the video of Montez last week? He was walking around the ring and he saw someone with a title belt that was
Yeah.
the Universal title, and he held it like he looked at it like it's coming soon.
The guy said, "Yeah, you should win it. You should be the champion soon."
Yeah.
The hell is that? Kevin Nash there? Diesel?
Word.
Yeah, that's New York,
Somebody's
baby.
outside.
That's New
Big
York.
Daddy
for you.
Cool.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I do miss the Bronx. It's been a while since I've been out there in the Bronx.
Yeah,
For
at least they
everybody out
not
there
tearing up.
watching from the BX, it was goody.
Hey, Art. At least they not tearing up pharmacies no more.
How far were you from Yankee Stadium, Sandman? How far were you from the Bronx?
Shit, that was like a
Shit,
15-minute walk.
It definitely
I
was
was
like 15 minutes, yeah.
50-minute walk? Oh, okay.
I lived about
Yeah,
10
that's
10 minutes
my
from
guy
there.
right there. Like he knows my dude Scotty. That's my cousin right there. We from
That's
the
why
same
I'm looking
hood.
at people stupid paying Uber to go to Yankee Stadium. You don't walk
take the
your
train.
ass up the block.
Or walk.
Yeah.
Nah, Nah, you take the train,
Well,
it's gonna take
I used,
forever.
no,
Oh,
well, where I lived at, it
walking,
took me like 10 minutes to get there by train.
yeah.
Not
Well,
where
night
we
team,
was
I'm
at.
taking.
What part of the
You,
Bronx you was from, Snugs?
Right there, next near Jerome, next to East Gun Hill Road.
Oh, right
oh
there.
yeah, you
Okay,
lucky.
you was uptown.
We
Yeah,
was by the
downtown.
2 train, so we had to transfer from Harlem just to hop on the 4. We ain't doing that shit. Just walk our happy ass
Oh
up
man,
on
I
63rd.
definitely. It's like a love and hate when it comes to the trains. I miss them, but I don't miss them because it's been like 5 years since I've
Oh,
been on the MTA.
I missed the
I
life
love
on
that.
there.
I love that dude beating up that mannequin on the train. He's losing his shit. Have some water. Have some water.
Nah, now
Yo, I'm
now you
telling
got
you.
now you got these people playing guitars for money, and I'm like, man, I ain't got
Oh,
time.
Now
did you hear
that
about
shit been
that?
happening for years.
Did you hear about that
Yeah,
scam, the violin one? There's a scam. It's actually like they're just playing music and they're like pretending they're playing for money. It's a scam. The violin.
I
But
bought
dude,
a.
that's nothing new. They
No,
always
I
do that
No,
know.
shit.
No,
this is
I
New
know. But
York.
yeah,
New
they hit
York
people with
is
fault for
scam
that.
central.
Well, when I was a kid, someone sold me a yo-yo and it broke on the first fucking bike block. As soon as I let that shit, and I couldn't find the guy after. It's amazing how they disappear while the train's in
Got
motion. I'm
bootleg
like, where the fuck
yo-yos.
you?
God damn.
Nah,
They went to Snugs. They went to Snugs and hey, look at this bum. Here, here's a yo-yo. Get out of here, you bum.
no.
Well,
You-
it wasn't
Ain't
light up
nothing
yo-yo.
worse ain't nothing worse than a crackhead selling you a PS2, but you open the thing, it's just a an empty PS box with some cinder blocks. That's how you
Center
know you
blocks
got
in it.
Oh,
finesse.
that's the old school shit. Damn.
I love the Yankee games. Get like the $5 bootleg T-shirts. You can't wash them more than twice because it'll be all faded. Keep running.
So,
Yo.
what part of the hood you from, Tove?
Oh well, I grew up in Augusta, so it was a lot of gangs when I was a kid, but not so much now. Most of the gangs have moved up to the ATL area.
Oh yeah,
A lot of gangs.
Augusta
Okay.
was bad.
I remember. I remember one of the last gangs I saw was when I finished high school. Right before I started college, I'm not even making this up. There was a SpongeBob gang. Like they wore SpongeBob colors. They wore yellow and blue and
I'm not
white.
surprised. I'm really not
Yeah, I
surprised.
mean, I remember this
But
dude. He had I don't watch SpongeBob. What's the starfish dude? What's Stewart? Patrick?
Patrick.
Patrick.
Patrick,
Patrick.
yeah,
Patrick.
Yeah,
Patrick.
yeah. This dude had Patrick tattooed on his face. I remember that shit.
Whoa.
you
Yeah.
know what? I
God.
give it up to you guys. Y'all introduced us to Pastor Troy.
Yeah.
And we cut in.
I
Oh, we
love
cut
Pastor Troy.
in. Ooh,
That's my
ooh.
homie, yo. I've been listening to Pastor Troy for the longest.
I
My favorite
remember.
album. Did you hear the Clubber Lang album?
Yeah, my one experience with a hood story I'll never remember. I always remember is when did PS2 come out? Was that 99, 2000?
I don't remember.
Two.
I really don't remember.
Yeah, right around
I know
there.
it's before.
2002.
It's got to be before 2001. It's got to
Yeah,
be.
No,
yeah,
2001.
I think it was.
You
I think it
said
was like
PS2?
PS2.
PS2.
Yeah, when I think it came out in late '99. I think.
2000.
Oh,
No.
it did. 2000.
March 4th, 2000.
All right. Much for. I
Hey,
remember I
2000.
was at Walmart with my mom, and there had been stories on the news all day to stay away from this Walmart because there was a gang there, and what it was like it was like an initiation process, and sometimes at that time, I guess what some of the gangs would do is like as an initiation would be like shoot a random person or beat up a random person just to see if you would do it. And I remember like we were at this Walmart. It was during the holiday season, and I remember hearing like a pop, 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 pop. It sounded like those, like when you get something from QVC or like when you order something, it has like little plastic bubbly stuff in there.
Yeah,
But it
yeah,
was,
yeah.
yeah, but it
The
was
bubble
someone
wrap.
firing. Right. Yeah, thank you. But what happened was this dude got shot because he had got the last PS2, and he got shot by a gang member. The gang member shot him and took his
Yo, you ain't shit,
PS2.
Snugs.
But then someone
You ain't shit,
but then
bro.
after the gang member shot him, a police member shot the gang member, and then the PS2 ended up in some charity somewhere. So I was like, damn, you know.
Yo, Scott, you said something?
No.
No, I didn't say no.
Oh, I thought you said.
I just shared the stream to a chat. So hopefully a bunch of people who love wrestling come in here and start spewing nonsense like I do.
Uh-oh. So we got Dunn
Well,
in
I
the house.
appreciate it.
Make sure you
I
guys keep
appreciate
your
that, yo. They get if they come over here with your mentality, they're gonna get flamed.
As long as you ain't saying nothing about no John Cena better than Tupac.
Oh, Sandman,
Uh,
we got Dunn in the house. Make sure you guys keep your wood to yourselves. Oh no.
I just
Pause.
cashed in my
What?
stock options. Yeah, I'm looking for some wood.
Yeah, Roman Reigns. I didn't see no Roman Reigns.
Also, Roman Reigns ain't show up tonight either.
No,
No, Roman. No.
No Roman.
that's fine. It's still a good
Man,
SmackDown.
but they did show. They did tell some stories. The Usos got their ass whooped by
War Raiders.
no, not War Raiders, by McIntyre.
Oh hell yeah!
Well, so they both got beat up by McIntyre.
Mm-hmm.
See, this is the thing I was talking about with the Usos. They
They some
like
flunkies.
the modern day Bumdertakers.
No, they're
Like,
not.
yo,
That's the worst part about Roman,
I'm
bro.
telling you, hold on.
They some flunkies. Whenever
Hold up.
Roman
They
Reigns
drop-
interrupts,
they-
they get
The
their
reason
ass
why I
whooped.
say this, the reason why I say this, right, is that when they came to Bumdertaker, he always lost throughout the year.
That's not
Majority of the
true.
year, he would lose.
No.
But the main time he will win is WrestleMania. Like, how the
Nah, he
fuck you
lost.
known? How the fuck are you known for winning
Nah.
once a year?
Nah, that's not true. Let's not lie to America. Watch this.
Well, that's
So, like, what would
that's the
happen?
worst part. That's the worst part
Nah.
about Roman, bro, because he completely ruined the Jey Uso
Nah.
storyline. He was
That's not-
gaslighting his own cousin for months, and it was good TV, and
Nah.
they fucked it up. They just
Now
teamed
watch
up with
this.
Jimmy as if nothing happened.
Now, with Undertaker, a lot of his matches, people had to interfere to make him lose. That was the thing. He was so OP that he's a literal god that they had to get people to interfere. Look at his Mark Henry match when he was going to win the world title, but they had to like nick that because they had someone else interfere. It was Kurt Angle. That's what it was. It was Undertaker versus Kurt Angle, and then Mark Henry came in, and that's what made that whole swerve to have the casket match at WrestleMania. A lot of Undertaker's storylines throughout the years of those years that he was, before he started becoming a 1 year, one match a year, was that he was getting interference a lot. And it's because that, nobody could beat him head on. Otherwise, he would be an undisputed champion for life.
But then there was another time when he was feuding with Batista. He got hurt after WrestleMania, so Mark Henry had to take him out, and Edge cashed in the briefcase.
Yeah, that's all like, biblical. That happened that happened, and that's because, that was Edge's time. A lot of the times Undertaker lost, it was due to some bullshit interference or some bullshit. Like, Edge ain't gonna cash in and beat him square up. You're gonna have to have somebody hurt him really fucking badly and then have Edge go and cash in.
You don't think Prime Rated R Edge could have beat the Undertaker?
Oh,
Fuck
fuck
no,
Edge.
that's
He's better.
that's why he went through 2 tables at Hell in a Cell. You think he was really gonna defeat? He had a whole cabinet too. He had Chavo. He had Vicky Guerrero running SmackDown. This is like, what else do you need to defeat the Undertaker? He couldn't do anything, even with all that power in his hands.
I think Sandman got whacked.
Sandman got the ninjas.
Did he just mute himself? Oh, I'm joking.
I don't know.
I always want to
You know
say I
what I
love
think?
Triple H and Stephanie.
I'm about to call today. I'm about to call tonight because I got a migraine. Oh shit!
That's how it was, man. I Undertaker, he had a lot of interference because nobody can beat him head on, and it took like a Batista or a Mark Henry to face him head on and take on the challenge. And then when they lost, Edge had to have a whole cabinet with Chavo and those stunt guys. I forgot who they were. I forgot the names. Fuck. Who were those 2 guys? I think one of them was Zack Ryder, the ones that
Zack Ryder
like
and Kurt Hawkins.
There we go, Kurt Hawkins. I missed that guy, by the way. Kurt Hawkins,
Muhammad
man.
is fun to beat the Undertaker. Muhammad, oh yeah.
I miss that Kurt Hawkins, the one that lost every match every fucking week. He had like a good funny storyline. If only they made him win.
And now he's back.
Yeah.
This is your weekly reminder that Christian's better than Edge, and Edge has aged horribly. Thank you.
I like
I don't know.
The Brood entrance was awesome.
I mean, like the recent Edge, like this Edge right now, like the one we got from the Royal Rumble on, I'm like, all right, whatever. But like this Edge right now that Judgment Day kicked him out, I'm actually kind of intrigued a little bit by this Edge.
Yeah, but who's the leader of Judgment Day? Is he gonna fight David
Rhea Ripley.
or is he gonna fight Rhea Ripley?
See,
Rhea Ripley is the leader.
story. Listen, Judgment Day. It's not like a complete disaster. Like, say, what was this? What was the? I forgot their fucking name. What was the group Mustafa Ali had?
Great Khali had, you said?
What was it called?
What kind of name is that? That's crazy.
What was it called, Sandman?
Redemption.
Redemption. That was their name.
No, Retribution.
Retribution.
Oh,
They were so fucking bad, I
Mustafa
forgot their
Ali.
name.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mustafa Ali.
The Judgment Day is not that bad, but it's pretty fucking bad because why should
Well,
we fucking care about
Retribution-
Edge feuding with them? Because ever since Edge got kicked out, all they do is lose. So who cares? Edge is feuding with a bunch of losers.
And
here's the thing with-
the other thing is that they try to recruit this dude Dominic. Why?
to make him go heel on his dad.
Well, someone's got to pick up the tacos and the food.
Here's the problem, man. The problem is nobody. Listen.
Hey,
The
like my
problem
boy
with this
said on
story
deep cover,
is that nobody
maybe we'll get
benefits.
some jumbo shrimp.
Nobody cares about Dominic. Nobody cares about the Judgment Day. Nobody cares about Edge. The only person in this whole scenario that's benefiting is Rhea Ripley because she's.
You need a Mexican to
The
do the
name alone is trash. The name alone is trash. I was saying that from before. When he named that shit, the name of my crew was Judgment Day. I was like, huh?
Triple H can't fix this. Triple H
That
just needs to call
name
it.
is
Yeah,
trash.
Triple H just needs
When
to
he
call
named these motherfuckers Judgment Day, they was doomed from the start.
It sounds like a Charles Bronson or a fucking Dirty Harry
They need
movie.
to at the UK.
Yeah, exactly.
Show,
Like
at
a name like that, a name like that, it's more like a movie.
It's a movie.
Of course, you see WWE had it for a pay-per-view.
Pay-per-view.
You don't name a stable Judgment Day, yo.
At the next,
I will fuck you up right now. Fuck. Shit.
The only way you have a group named Judgment Day, you got to have like an executioner on the team. Like the guy's gonna fucking kill somebody.
At the next pay-per-view, the UK pay-per-view, you can do Edge versus Balor and do the stip. If Edge wins, that's the end of the group. Triple H can't fix this shit. Vince fucked it up too much. When they did the little thing, the 6-man, where they won and then they turned on Edge and the guy that got pinned became the new leader, like they were dead right there. They were dead. That made no fucking sense.
Well, I just feel like Retribution should have been. I feel like Retribution should have been Mason T-Bar with Mustafa Ali because a few weeks before Retribution debuted, Mason T-Bar were going around the ring destroying they were kind of doing their own little Nexus thing. So they could have been at the time Retribution.
I feel so bad for Mia Yim because she never got a shot. I'm sure Triple H will bring her back because that was remember when they had Mia Yim act like she was having a seizure when she was in the group.
Yeah.
So,
I guarantee if Patterson was alive, there wouldn't be T-Bar. He would have been T-Bag. I guarantee that guy would have been T-Bag.
Man, Keith Lee is let me tell you something. Keith Lee is a lucky motherfucker if he coming home to her every night.
I heard rumors that Keith Lee is a little bit upset and he wants to come back to WWE.
Hey, yo, you heard
a rumor. Yeah,
we're not gonna gloss over that. We're not gonna gloss over that. Yo,
what?
Dude, Scott, man, we might as well build a fund for you. We need to get my dude Scott like a prostitute or something because you've been throwing out the crazy ass.
I'm sorry, I like female wrestlers. I
do too. But how you be sounding is like,
hey,
wow.
Hey,
I like Maya
sometimes,
Yim, but
hey,
My dude,
I like.
my
hey,
dude needs a release.
hey,
Yo.
sometimes, hey,
Speaking of,
I always wanted to clap some wrestlers' cheeks on the
I
women's division.
I want me some Io Shirai.
Nah, she ain't. Nah. I need something. I need something that's a little spicy. Nah,
Io Shirai's not spicy enough. What about Bailey? I love Bailey. Bailey's mine.
man, let me tell you, Bailey. I would jump off the
yo,
dresser
y'all
like
see the
I'm
fake
Ric
love?
Flair.
Y'all see the fake
Huh?
love for Charlotte Flair? All
Uh,
these are two that love Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair at the top of the list when it comes to these
Oh
two.
yeah,
They
but we
ain't
gotta
mentioned
kill
Charlotte
Andrade first
Flair. They didn't mention Charlotte Flair one time.
because we gotta
and
She
kill
Kick Ass.
Andrade
married. I'm
first.
not gonna get into that, man.
Yeah,
Nah,
we gotta kill Andrade first. We're gonna
Oh,
find a face.
boo! Y'all
man.
just
You,
trolling.
hey,
If
you
y'all
go
was for
against that.
real,
You go against that cartel. I'm not. You good?
Trish Stratus *1. I think Trish.
no,
I'm
Oh,
I'm saying
I'm
that
sorry. I
y'all,
see
you,
nothing into Trish
no, I'm
Stratus.
saying that you, Scott, and you, Smugs, you always be praising Charlotte
No,
Flair.
no.
Y'all
Yeah,
ain't
but she's
mentioned her one
married.
I said
time.
Charlotte is
She's
beautiful
married.
in the ring. But yeah, I respect Andrade. I ain't gonna be talking about smashing
Yeah,
Charlotte.
yeah. I would do the same thing, but Andrade, his day will come. But other than that, I'm not gonna disrespect him. And
Till day will
you know,
come.
His day will
And
come. What the fuck?
The
and
fuck?
yeah,
He's
and
gonna put an
Andrade is
hit
a
on
Big
that.
nice
ups, big
dude.
ups to Snuggles with
Andrade
the
is a
Martin
nice
Luther
guy,
King
man.
speech. Inspirational. Your day will come.
Your
Holy
day
shit.
will come.
Face turn.
Yeah, Andrade
yeah.
is a
It's
nice
gonna be
guy.
it's gonna mess around and find himself in a handicap match with the whole roster.
Mm-mm-mm.
Kind of like when Cena and Orton had to do that.
No, that was dope. They were whipping
Shit,
ass.
anyways, I'm about to fall back and all that.
All
I want
right.
to
I
know how
got
many.
a big weekend ahead of me. I'm about to fall back. You already know I appreciate y'all pulling up and all that.
Oh, hey,
Um,
Sandman.
what's
You got
up?
Ghost of Tsushima. I seen you playing Ghost of Tsushima the other day. You gonna play that
Yeah,
tonight as well?
yeah, I'm playing a little bit of it.
Did you recently just get
I'm
it?
not nice, huh?
Did you recently just get it?
Yeah, the PS5, yeah,
No, the Ghost of Tsushima. You just got it recently?
yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I play online sometimes, but like I haven't played it recently,
Somebody
like
left.
lately. Yeah, Nate.
But anyway, I'm about to shut it down anyway. Yeah. If anything snugs, just hit me up on TikTok or whatever. I'll
Yeah,
respond.
I still got Streets of Rage 2 or whatever that one that was still just sitting there.
Yeah, you still got it, right?
Yeah, it's just sitting there though, collecting dust.
We're gonna play. We're gonna play. Matter of fact, we're gonna play in
Give me like
2
20. I'm
minutes.
gonna go smoke. I'm gonna go smoke a
All right.
blunt. I'm gonna
Yeah,
smoke my
that's what I was
crazy
about to
stuff.
say. That's what I'm saying. Hit me up on TikTok.
Uh huh. I will.
All right.
All right, buddy. Thanks for having us and enjoy. Everybody, thank you all for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
Hey, Los.